All right, so I'm actually live right now. You guys, I'm making tomorrow's vlog. You're in it. You're in the vlog, you guys. Let's see. Let's see who makes an appearance first. I might be waiting here forever, but this is what my setup looks like when I sit down to pull a couple afternoon oracle cards. We've got the Patch Tarot. Sorry, guys, got to get my vlog going on. And we've got the Work Your Light. So I'm making tomorrow's vlog as I do a live stream now. I just got the dishes done. The dishes are done, man. They're done, and I'm going to pull some oracle cards. So if you got 20 minutes, let's do this. All right, who was I talking there for? The video or you? Oh my goodness. All right, so I have been working and cleaning, and how's the setup here? I did a Facebook Live the other day. Somebody test out the chat. I should be able to read them, I hope. I hope they'll just pop up. But I did a Facebook Live the other day and it went really well. And I was like, why am I not on YouTube? You know, like I put my replay on, but Facebook had it going on. Just gonna say, hi Kathy, hi Aiden, hi Boomer. Facebook gave me a pretty filter, and Kathy, how are you feeling? I hope you're feeling better. Oh my gosh, did my cards trigger you to it's like we got all the healer within cards, and then your ego is like, yeah, but what about this? So there's Aiden. Say hi to your friends. So anyways, I hope that passes for you. I hope you're feeling better. I'm getting ready to go to, I'm looking down here because I know the chat's going to come down here, but I need to be looking at you. Yes, you're trying to heal. Yeah, I looked at some of the research, or, you know, just a little bit about that. That's an interesting thing, and it seems like tied into, they don't really know what's going on, and if you eat the wrong thing, or I don't know, like have too much salt, or geez, what do you think your triggers are? Or maybe it just wasn't a trigger, but it seemed very connected to diet. So anyways, I'm hoping that you feel better. Gosh, if you're on the floor dizzy, call me. Oh, that's too bad. Hey, Gracie. Oh, that reminds me. Interesting is a polite way of putting it. Yeah. That reminds me. I want to text Osiel that I'm live. At least invite him and Trinity, and hold on, you guys. Say hi. We'll take a picture. We'll take a picture of us together here. Okay, ready? And we'll send it to them and say, get over here. We will say, get over here. Come over to my YouTube and say hi to Gracie. So what's new? I did a Facebook Live. I was telling Kathy, I did a Facebook Live. That's a great picture of me. And it went really well. It was interesting, you know, putting myself in front of people that actually knew me, like in real life. Like, not that they're not here in this platform, but I don't know, like I don't see them here, and I don't think about them here. So Facebook was an interesting challenge for me, but it was good. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Live Me, because like it gave you the chance. You became another grandmother. Oh my gosh, the June 22nd. Oh my goodness, almost a solstice baby. That's Trinity's birthday and my daughter's birthday, the 21st. So that's a great time to have babies. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, it was a little bit like Live Me, but with like out the gifting, and you know, but as far as like the comfortability, I got into the groove after I was there. So yeah, I don't have too much time right now, but I wanted to pull some cards just to get a little message. I really feel like my own personal sense of light work has re-kicked in, if that makes sense. You've seen my ebb and flow over the years, And sometimes it's more strong in me than other times, like what I'm supposed to be doing, what I want to be doing. And I have gotten so many messages to really stay on my path and start doing what I totally love to do. And what do I totally love to do is pull oracle cards. So our first card is fill up your well, retreat, rest, and refuel. So yeah, fill up your well. That's what I've been doing. I've been resting, contemplating, a little meditating. I need to meditate more. Definitely need to meditate more. But yeah, I feel full again. I feel like I have something to give again. I'm not sure what, but I have something to give again, to give, you know, broadcasts and stuff. So if you're not feeling like you want to give, it's like you have to fill up your cup from the source. This is a really awesome photo. No, not photo, mixed media arts. She's by the water, yet it almost seems like sand. Do you see that? It's like water, sand, water, sand. So it's like you have a choice all the time. Are you going to be in the water, or are you going to be in the desert and not have anything to give, right? So fill up your well. As we do light work, as we reach out, you have to constantly refill yourself. As your grandmother, am I right? You have your children, now you have your grandchildren. It's like, let's put an extension on the well. Let's dig it deeper, let's broaden it, let's put a reservoir. Is that the right word? Let's put a holding tank. Like, let's have the well and some rainwater, right? Like, let's have enough to give everybody. So whether it's at the end of the day, on the weekend, early in the morning, you need to take that time to retreat and refuel. And Kathy, you need to take time to rest and heal, right? Fill up your well and get well. Literally, be well. Feel better and be well. So on the bottom, ooh, dang it. On the bottom is this tower. This crumbling tower, asking us, what the hell are you holding on to, right? What does not serve you anymore? Is it thoughts? Is it people? Is it clutter? Is it stuff? Is it an old attachment to the personality that you used to be? That just popped in my head. Like, what is it that you're still holding on to? What are you clinging on to? Because the tower has to fall. And that has preoccupied my time over the last few months. My personal tower has, and then again, it's like, how many times can the tower fall before we accept the fact that we're standing on a pile of rubble and it's time to move on? So great message coming in from the Work Your Light Oracle cards to fill yourself up. Really. And if your third dimension hasn't crumbled yet, get ready, because it probably will. And get ready, because if there's anything that's not in alignment with your life, it has to go. It has to go. If you're just faking the funk with people in your life, like if there's relationships that are, it's just not real, they have to go. Everything that is not in this new energy of the new earth, it has to go. Politics has to go, right? All this kind of negativity stuff has to go. So our attachments to stuff is a very real thing. And I've done a lot of work this year just being like, hey, it's okay if it's not in my life. So I've gotten rid of a lot of things. Now, of course, if you look over here, I'll show you that in my vlog tomorrow. I have my oracle cards, my herb books, and then more herb books, and then on the bottom I have other weird books. So I do have stuff that I love, but the thing about it is, I know that that stuff is just temporary, and if I don't have it, it's not a real big deal. So what are you clinging on to? Yeah, good question to ask ourselves while we take the time to fill up and retreat. All right, I'm just going to put those over there. While I have this deck out, I'm just going to do another card because I certainly have about 20 or 25 minutes to hang out. And yeah, so I just thought to myself, you know what? If you feel like you want to go broadcast, do it. You know, I'm doing the dishes, and then I'm like, yeah, but you could switch the laundry. And I thought, no, the laundry can wait. So let's get one more message from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. There we go. There's our card. Wow. He says yes. It says yes. Just say yes. And on the top is trust your path. Yes, just say yes. And then on the bottom, it is a message of protection. Okay, so I guess this is for me because it completely resonates. Good Lord. But we need to start saying yes. Where are we at here? Where's yes? We'll do yes and then our path. So yeah, our yes. This is definitely, this reminds me of the goddess, like the goddess symbol. For some reason, you know, the trilogy. But it's like, yeah, start to say yes more, right? Like, share yourself more. Take your deck of cards wherever you go more. Reach out more. Just start to say yes to the things that enliven you. Say yes to the things that, yeah, that fuel you. As we got the refuel card. Hey, there's my family. Hold on. Ding. I have like the wood. I don't like any of the text notifications except the wooden knocking sound. So say yes to things that are just for you. Aren't these cards awesome? All right, so start to say yes more. So if I feel like doing a podcast, I'm going to do a podcast. If I feel like doing a broadcast, I'll do a broadcast. If I feel like driving in and sitting at the park and just see what human being stumbles in my path, I will do that, you know? It's like just start to say yes more. Start to say yes to more fun and to more things that fill you up. All right, so trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So once again, we have a landscape that has like, you know, there's like, once again, there's sand and there's water and there's ice. And so it's like, well, which one's my path? How do I know? How do I know which one my path is? Well, we all know this by now, right? If you feel good on your path, that's your path. If you feel inspired and uplifted and full of love and gratitude and oneness, you're on the path, right? If you feel and resistance and negative and lower vibrational feelings such as hatred and judgment and jealousy and not feeling good enough, and then you're not on your path, right? So trust your path. Your path isn't going to look like anybody else's. Like mine might be like this way and yours might be this way. And then actually some people's path is like circle, circle, circle. So trust your path, that it doesn't have to look like anybody else's. I mean, truly, your path does not have to look like anyone else's. And I got that message last night, actually. I want to tell you about, I just want to interrupt myself. Raise up my chair a little bit. Oh, hi. And I was like down at the bottom because my chair was really low. And I pulled some bedtime oracle cards for myself. I think just this morning on Herb Oracle, that's my second podcast that I do in the morning. I was saying about how, like, you know, at night, I get into bed at night and I think I made it. Like, I'm always so happy to get into bed at night, not really to sleep, but to pull cards and to meditate and to contemplate, listen to music, be with myself. You know, I love going to bed early just to be with myself. So I grabbed 3 decks last night. One was the Ascended Masters, what was the other ones? One was the angel deck, and then one was what's it called? The Awakening to Your Divine Self, Sacred Soul Sisters, or whatever. So I had 3 different decks, and I pulled 2 cards from each one, and they were so in sync. I'm surprised at myself that I kept it to myself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm surprised I didn't get out of bed and go make a video, bring it in, you know? But 2 of them were Archangel Michael, you know, from 2 different decks in the column. 2 of them were messages of nurturing. So Mother Mary came through, nurturing came through. And then there was another message about not waiting for other people's approval and making sure that you follow your own path. So to get this again today is hilarious for me. And actually to get the fill up your well and rest and retreat and nurture yourself, that is also wonderful to have come in. And, you know, yeah, just have it come in. I'm going to bring out this a little bit. There we go. All right, so trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So it's kind of saying like, okay, ask yourself that question. Oh, thank you, Gracie. Yeah, that's a beast unto itself. Herbal Marie's doing okay. It's a good outlet for me, but now it's almost like, whoo, can I keep up with this? Apparently Spirit wants me to do it, so I will do it. But if there's something that you would do if you were completely supported, it's like, well, say yes to it anyways. Start to pretend like you can do it, that you start to pretend like you are supported because you actually are supported, right? It's like, just start to say yes. And that was the other Archangel Michael card that came through last night. Just do it. Just say yes. Quit procrastinating. Quit getting caught up with perfectionism, because that's what slows me down, especially with the Herbal Marie podcast. It has to be perfect before I publish some of them, and it's like, wow, this really holds you up. All right, so our final message from this deck today, this afternoon, is protection. So all these different selves in the circle of protection. It says to call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. So for me, this card is connected with the tower crumbling. It's like really something that has not been serving you, probably people that have not been serving you, you know, that those type of codependent, negative relationships, they really do have to crumble and fall. Especially ones that have been like emotionally manipulating or things like that. So it's just a great message for us to cut the cords with the situations in our life. We can still send them unconditional love. We can still see each other in oneness. But while we're in these third dimensional bodies, it's really healthy for us to step back and step away and call back our power, especially if they have been little vampires. So, or big vampires. So anyways, that's our cards. They look really good together. This whole deck is beautiful because it's all got these pastels and really interesting landscapes. But yeah, trust your path. And you might have to cut cords with people so you can journey in a different direction. And that's okay, because that's the theme right now. That's the name of the game. Everything has to crumble. Everything has to fall. But it's all right. And if it's too much, take a break, take a rest, get refueled, take a few months off, crawl under a rock, and then come back recharged, ready to go. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. These cards really are great. We've got dance and get grounded. Lots of messages always to do that. I was just dancing while I was doing the dishes. Here's leap. Take a leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. So just start doing it. if you feel inspired to do something, do it, for sure. Okay, so let me put this one away. Oh, that'll be fun. That will be amazing. Thank you. Yeah, it's really just herb focused now, but I feel like I'm trying to leave seeds always. That's, you all right there? You know, whether it's on my Patreon page or my podcast or even this channel that has over 600 videos, I certainly am trying to leave some seeds for the future people who stumble upon it. So I'm going to keep chugging and trucking as long as I can. And, you know, and then, yeah, we just all plant seeds. So this is the patch tarot. And I am getting a little bit better at tarot, but really not so good. So I'll just pull the card just to kind of see. We talked about the tower falling. We talked about energy crumbling down. We talked about retreating. We talked about following our own path, right? That's such a fool. That's such the fool. And let's just get, yeah, just like one tarot card. Just one. That's all I need. Okay, there we go. There it is. All right, so we got this 7 of Cups, which to me right away is like, oh my God, I've got the broadcast, the podcast, the other podcast, my family, my this, my that, and, you know, all of that. So it's like sometimes we just get so overwhelmed with everything that we have to do. It's like, oh my gosh. So 7 of Cups has a little message of illusions and about greed. Hey, how's it going? So I'm not doing personal readings right now today, but I will later on. And the way I'm going to do it is have a PayPal donation link. So whoever donates will get a reading. And then I'll be able to sit down, or not sit down, but sit with you while I'm live and pull some cards for people who want to donate. If not, we'll do a group reading. We're doing a group reading right now. So there's always a message for everybody. Hey, Blue Kirby Bird Reptilio Master. I'm going to log into My Singing Monsters, and I haven't logged in for months. I need a title, though. Did it really? What? That's crazy. Well, it's just a PayPal link that people can use any card they want. You know, it's just the processor. But that's crazy that it got hacked. Sorry, my dogs are going to bark. Somebody got a hold of your information somehow. So anyways, I need a title for the My Singing Monster video. If you've got one, share it, and I will title the next video exactly that. All right, so the 7 of Cups is all about illusions and greed. All right, let's read this one real quick, and then I gotta wrap it up. 7 of Cups. Okay, so are you guys familiar with the Spirit Sciences videos? This guy, Patch. The guy that creates these really goes all out for those videos. Spirit Studios. You have a baby riff. I got first. DOF Scups. Woo! So many words. All of a sudden, I didn't know what to do. But here's Patch here. Now, look how different he energetically feels from this picture to that picture, right? So this card, even if you didn't understand tarot, you can see it doesn't have a real good vibe to it, right? He is definitely freaked out and overwhelmed with the 7 of Cups. I love that there's a little dragon right here in one of the cups. So I'll be making you a My Singing Monsters video soon. But if you want to give me the title to it, if you want to make up a cool title, I'll use it. I will, and I'll give you credit for it in the description. All right, so Seven of Cups, Seven of Cups. I'll read it. Look how small this font is, you guys. It's going to be embarrassing how close this is to my face. Let me switch it here so I can get some light. Honestly, I know in his newer edition he took my advice and made a bigger font, but I've already paid an exorbitant amount of money for this deck. I'm not buying the new one. I'm sorry. But a patch floats through a cloudy realm and observes a multitude of possibilities surrounded by him. Like there's gold. I think that's a snake up at the top. One looks like some leaves and fruit. There's a lot going on here. 7 cups appear to him in this dream-like state, showing all that can be experienced, from riches to phantoms, serpents, and dragons. But which one is right? Nice, Blue Kirby. So which one's right for him? Only one will lead him where his soul truly wants to go. So this is kind of tied in with the card that we got to following our path. There's a lot of distractions on this path. Have you noticed? Have you noticed? But which one's right for you? Which one is right? There is only one path of the heart. However, finding it may be more difficult as the mind can easily play tricks on us and get confused by the shimmer and seduction of the outside world. Only one pathway will take you where you want to go. And to know this path, you need only feel in your heart. So the 7 of Cups is basically just coming in to high five me for pulling the other cards that was saying the exact same thing. It's like that one with all the different paths. Which one should you take? That one looks good. That one looks fun. That one looks tempting, right? That one makes me feel like, yeah, if I went down that, it would be good for me, maybe. But is it good for your heart? Is it good for your soul? Right now, he is in no position to even tap into his guidance, being overwhelmed like that, and he's not connected to his heart space whatsoever. You can tell by the look in his eyes, you know. So he really needs to take the Work Your Light Oracle's message and rest and recuperate, meditate, get into your heart, find that calmness, find that awareness, and then you will start to hear clearly. This is exactly the message that I got this morning from Herb Oracle too. So it's like, are you taking that meditative quiet time to tune in and really, it's not listening with your ears, it's listening with your feelings. Like, tune in and listen to your feelings. Feel what it feels like. And then and only then can he figure out which cup. So which cup do you want? Blue Kirby, I can't go back to the chats, but I'll look at it and check it out. It seems like you are doing awesome in the game, getting all that new stuff. And then I'm going to read the chat, and if you gave me an idea for my next My Singing Monster video, I'll use it. I'll do it. So yeah, really awesome card. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look what's on the bottom. The Hermit with a message to meditate. So part of me feels like, you see, you should have went and meditated instead of broadcasted. Don't be silly. I had way too much energy to meditate. But this really does need to happen to me. I don't need to be the hermit that hides away from you. I just need to be the hermit that meditates 3 or 4 times a day and still connects with you. Yeah, because I can take the hermit too far. I really can. But yeah, that's a great confirmation that to remedy all this, to remedy this craziness, it's like we have to meditate. Yeah, nice synchronicity. Yeah, and I already gave you one. Oh, I have a Gats and a rare Drumpler. Oh, you did? Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah, another, he's holding the serpent there. Really cool. Yeah, super awesome synchronicity. Oh my goodness. So, thank you, Patch. Thank you, Patch Tarot. 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 I go back and forth. Some in Canada and some European countries, they call it the tarot. So I haven't worked that one in though. So I'm putting my cards away. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I said I wanted to come on for about 20 or 30 minutes, and I did. I'm so proud of myself for following my guidance and just taking time to tune in and connect and just see who's out there in an afternoon. So anyways, I know. Have a great evening, Gracie. I am going to a birthday party, and all I have to do is bring our drums. So that was the birthday request, to bring our drums so we can have a drum circle around the campfire. Make the live video right after this. Hey, thank you so much for that motivation and reminder, because you know what? I've been dragging my feet. And I'm almost like, I'm worried that's not going to work, because sometimes games update and they put some type of security thing that I can't do live anymore. I cannot do live My Singing Monsters anymore. Like, as I went to mirror it out, that's how I used to do it. They fixed the game that you can't do that anymore. So, but I'm pretty sure I can still record my screen and make a video. It won't be live, but it will be a video, and I'll shout you out for sure. All right, you guys, thank you so very, very much. I'll see you again soon. So much love to you, always.